Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
So we all know politicians pander in any way they can to try to get votes, get trust from the public. They'll make up stuff. They'll pretend to be like religious. They'll pretend to be like in certain hobbies or sports, anything like that, right? What Jacob Frey, the mayor of Minneapolis, did here might be the cringiest pandering I have ever seen in my life. So we've seen in the past where people like Cory Booker or Jeb Bush have spoke Spanish to people like in the audience and like different people like on the stage. Like I think Cory Booker did the DNC debate. Now, there's different. A lot of people say like, oh well, we're a diverse country. You should learn different languages, speak different languages. I personally think here, in this case, if you are a politician working for America, so you're a senator, congressman, mayor, governor, president, whatever you want to say, if you are representing America, you 100% should be speaking English at all times. So Jacob Frey here, the mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, decided to come out with this message in Somalian, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a politician try to speak Somalian before. And I never thought it would start with a white one doing that. Weird. So this video right here, 2.5 minutes long, the first minute and 15 is him speaking Somalian. And then the English part is on the back half. So let's dive into this just cringy video.
Maaga Egawa Jacob Frey, Doke Magalada, Minneapolis. Damaan, Shaabka Somaliyed, Kayamid, Mogadishu, Garowe, Hargeisa, Bosaso, Bedabo, Kismayo, Wahan Rabah, in An Idin Shego. Minneapolis, Wa Magaladina, Wahad Kamid Tihin, Laf Dabarka. Magaladan Ka Digesa, Boshado, Isku, Duban. Si Kasta u Madewen, Donald Trump u Su Rugo, Sharki. Minneapolis, Wa Magalo Garnesa, Wanaga, Iyo Kemaha. Ad Ledehin, Ugo Danbenti, Wahan Idin, Leahe, Eid Wanaxen, Eid Mubarak. Damantin, Wahana Idin, Rejeneya. Inad Orti, Fian, La Kadatan Dadkina, Ad J. Shihin. My name is Jacob Frey, mayor of Minneapolis, and I want to speak directly to the Somali community. Whether you come from Mogadishu, Garowe, Hargeisa, Bosaso, Medoa, or Kismayo, Minneapolis is your city. You are a vital part of the fabric that makes our city strong, diverse, and united. No matter what policies may be introduced by President Donald Trump, Minneapolis stands with you and values who you are and what you bring to our city. I wish you all Eid Mubarak, and I hope you have a wonderful time with your loved ones. Donald Trump's justification for the travel ban hinges on one Egyptian national who allowed his hatred for Netanyahu's actions to spill over into violence against innocent Jewish people in Colorado. That logic is dangerous. Holding entire nations accountable for the actions of a few individuals is the very same fallacy. Here in Minneapolis, people of every background have broken the law, and when they do, we hold them accountable as individuals. That's how justice works. Cutting off an entire diaspora from its roots doesn't keep anyone safe. It only deepens division at a time when connection is more important than ever. The bond between Somalia and Minneapolis is long-standing and it's deep. We will not let Donald Trump's bans alienate our Somali residents, our neighbors, and friends whom we love.
So yeah, that was the message, and it's crazy because you don't think of usually when people. That's funny. Pause there. Usually when people think of Somalians, they think of like Somalian pirates or like Captain Phillips, stuff like that, like something out of the movies or just like stories of the pirates taking over cargo ships and cruise ships and stuff like that. And it's so strange hearing that an American city has this high of a Somalian population to where the mayor, who obviously is super liberal, decides to make a whole message like there's that many people there. And I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll say it until I die. If you come to America and you want to migrate here and you want to live here and you want to be in a part of our society, you need to assimilate. You need to learn how to speak English. The whole country should not cater around you. Like the mayor of Minneapolis, the mayor of the whole city should not be speaking Somalian to all of its residents. He should only be speaking in English, and then they need to learn English. Maybe they can get some kind of subtitles in Somalian for them, but this is like what you call next level pandering. This is, I think, honestly disgusting. Someone's probably going to say I'm overreacting to this, but I think it's beyond stupid. And it gets to a point where, like, you know, people are saying like, oh, we need to all learn Spanish because so many Hispanics have been coming in. I think they make up like 20% of our population now. So it'd be good to know Spanish so you can communicate with people. And for the most part, I think a lot of Americans know a little bit of Spanish enough to communicate with someone. But it's going to get to a point where, like, say this city of like Denver has like a certain amount of German people and they speak German. And then this city in Florida has like a certain amount of Saudi Arabian people. So now the mayor is speaking Arabic to people. Like, how many languages are we as a society expected to learn from all these migrants pouring into our country? Like, we're supposed to know a little bit of every single language. Is the mayor, Jacob Frey, expected to, like, is he going to start doing this in Spanish and French and every other language there possible? Like, when does it stop? It's a lot easier for these people coming in, and I'm not against legal immigration like some people are. I think there should be a limit on legal immigration. I think we had too many people flooding in, and I have issues with the H-1B visa program. I think that's too broad. But if you're legally coming in, that's good, because usually when you're going through the legal process, you're taking the steps. That means you do like this country, you want to be in this country, you want to represent this country, and that can be a good thing. There's a lot of people that come into the country legally at times that are more patriotic than the people actually born here. You know, I feel like Elon Musk is a good example of that. He loves America. He builds companies in America. He employs Americans. So I think there's definitely a benefit to that, but you need to come in and learn English. You cannot have the whole society cater to you like this guy did. And this is honestly, it's just so cringy. Like, what shouldn't black people be saying this is like cultural appropriation, him speaking like this language to them? Isn't that cultural appropriation? Another thing I noticed too, which I don't know if anybody else watching this or has seen this, picked up on this. When you call a call center, right? Now, obviously, like I said, Spanish has become a really popular language in our society because of all the Hispanics coming in. So when you call a call center or customer service or anything like that, it'll be like, press 1 for English, press 2 for Espanol, right? So Spanish is still a secondary language. They're still making it clear that English is the first language. Here, he said the whole language in Somalian first and then went to English. And all he talked about is, oh, we stand strong with our Somalian family and our Somalians that live here. These Somalians are an American now. I'm assuming they're legal or they're working on becoming legal in some kind of way, shape, or form. I'm sure if they're not legal, Trump is going to make his way to Minneapolis to make sure they're no longer here. But if they're American citizens, right, then they should not be like worrying about Somalia. I'm sorry. Like, you're in America now. Like, you're sitting here pandering like, oh, you can't travel back to Somalia. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You're already here. Why do you need to go back to Somalia? Like, and Trump makes good points about these travel bans he has because these are dangerous countries. Somalia is one of the most dangerous countries on the whole planet. So to sit there and be like, act like they're all innocent is just absolutely insane. Like, there's a reason he put up those travel bans, and they should stay up for as long as these countries are dangerous. And the people that came to America should be, I mean, they should be considered lucky they were able to get here so fast or get here before that happens. But if you're an American citizen and you're Somalian, you need to put America first. You need to speak English. You need to learn English, and you need to assimilate. There's a lot of things that migrants don't do. They don't assimilate to the culture. They don't assimilate to American identity. They want to bring their culture here and live their own communities. And it just doesn't work that way. You can't do that. And I think that's why we've become like, part of the reason we've become so divided as a country, because we're not under the same values. We're all so different, you know? and it could really fracture our society. But that's pretty much my rant. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation with Jacob Frey. And this kind of got overlooked over the weekend because obviously Charlie Kirk's funeral took up pretty much all the headlines. Understandably, that was a tragic loss, and he definitely was gone way too soon. His event was pretty much like viewership similar to the Super Bowl. Everyone had all eyes on that, so it makes sense this kind of got lost. But I wanted to share it with you all because, like I said, I don't think a lot of people saw this absolutely cringy, pandering video. So let me know what you guys think about the Minneapolis mayor speaking Somalian to his constituents. And if you also think that our people we elect into office should be only speaking English to all of his citizens that he's supposed to be representing. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment down below, subscribe to my other social medias, X, Instagram, TikTok, all in the description down below. I'll catch you next time.